Hi, Saggy. Hello, Seeker. This will be a reading for Sagittarius throughout your houses, wherever you have Sagittarius. Or if you're just one of my seekers that love to watch all my videos. Honestly, sometimes you guys make me blush with your sweet, wonderful comments. Thank you. And speaking of Sagittarius, thank you so much. You gave the most amount of likes for your video for October, which is why you're first. I mean, Scorpio was first because it's their birthday. Happy birthday, Scorpios. But after that, after the birthday star, it's you. You made it happen. Thank you. We're working with the Golden Universal Tarot. They are very pretty. Okay, Saggy, what's going on for you during November? Happy birthday to the Sagittarius that celebrate early at the end of November. Oh, you're on to something, all right. Knight of Swords. What is it that you know so clearly? Wild, wild horses couldn't drag me away, you say. You know where you're going. You know what you know. Wild, wild horses couldn't drag me away. Horsies. It's one of my favorite pictures. I actually got it for my birthday from the universe. I'll tell you later. Ah, Ace of Swords. I mean, the destination is pretty clear. Your mindset, precise. The path, planned. It is a swift movement toward victory, and to confirm, it leads to victory. What is this Eureka? What is this clarity that you have gained that has the power to move mountains? Some sort of information. Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. Sure. Why not? What's with all this power that you're bringing into your reading, Sag? This is a powerful new start that aligns with you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You're very concise with your words. You're very clear with your words. It is based in love. It is based in faith. It is based in discerning. It's like once you've worked on setting healthy boundaries to yourself, it trickled into being able to set healthy boundaries to others. And when water have a really clean, clear hose to flow through, they flow freely. They need a conduit, something to get them from point A to B. And you say, well, the ocean just flows. The ocean without earth to contain it doesn't know where it's going. It is as powerful as it is because it has wise, healthy boundaries to contain it, right? Welcome to planet Earth, Starseed. You don't like it? Deal with it. You chose to come here. You chose to come here. Either way, it's okay. It's working out. This could be new love, new partnership, an opportunity of some sort that it's like a dream come true, that you're like, it's like fantasy-like. There's also an agreement, a cooperation, peace, harmony, working together, combining forces, Four of Wands, WTF. What is up with this reading? I'm very jealous. Can I be a Sagittarius? Okay. You are the Centaur, right? Half man, half horse. Half woman, half horse. Half gender neutral, half horse. Can I just talk? Can you just let me talk? You know I love you all. You know I love you all. You don't need me to chew up the words. Honestly, I'm just a little bit mesmerized by these images. So this could literally be a marriage proposal, or getting married, or an offer to move in together. This could be, renewing vows. This could be two people, because there's two aces here, being like, we found one another. This could be love at first sight. This could be two people realizing that they love each other simultaneously, and they just say it to one another, and then they're just like together. Now look, it could be an initiation of a plan, a really good plan that you're passionate about and that you're going for no matter what. You don't care if it succeeds or it fails. You know the possibilities, you know the potential. You're like, even if I lose, I have nothing to lose. That's cool. You're gonna go for it no matter what I say anyway, but whether it matters or not, I'm up for it. I'm for you, okay? I believe in you. I'm supportive. Queen of Wands. This could be something creative of some sort. Maybe you wrote something, maybe you filmed something, maybe you painted something, whatever. You created something, and it's really good, and it's receiving honors, and it's receiving validation and recognition, possibly an award or two. And you knew it was good, but I think it's gonna surprise even you. You're gonna be like, wow, I knew it was good. I didn't know it was that good. Look, for those of you who are used to having your master-like work be hidden in the shadows and not necessarily being recognized, something about you is going to be like, there's something wrong here. How could this be happening? Are they actually saying that they love it? Are they actually saying to me that they love me? Is this actually happening? Yes. See, you've done some work on your faith, on self-love, on controlling your own mind, not letting it stir up a fight where it's not necessary, with compassion to yourself, with acceptance. And the faith within yourself, the faith that you gave to yourself, is now starting to manifest, starting to show itself. It's being echoed back to you by others. There might be an event that you're going to dress up for. Hey, happy Samhain. This might be Halloween. You might have like a badass, costume, and you're going to win first prize for your super amazing costume. I know, maybe you go with your pet and both of you are wearing costume, right? You and your kitty cat or horsey or whatever. Something is blossoming really well. Hey, you could have like brought in a plant that was dead and treated it like royalty, and now it's blossoming and back to life, and you're so fucking proud. You feel like God, resurrecting the dead. It's kind of cool. Yes, I am drinking coffee from an originally tahini jar. Why not? Don't ask why yes. Ask why not. Wild horses can drag me away. Oops. Sorry. 5 of Pentacles. What's up? What's up? What's happening? Okay, so with all this celebration and all this victory and all this positivity and new love or strengthened love or victory of something, someone is feeling very left out. Because where there's a winner, there is someone who had to lose. Right? It's the nature of this circle. But they're coming up strongly here. So they don't like it. I think there are some people that didn't expect you to do so well, that kind of took for granted, like, oh, I've got this in the bag. Oh, Saggy's not a threat. Saggy's not. Don't mind Saggy. They're just concocting something weird over there in the corner. There's no way Saggy wins this. And then Saggy wins this. And they take it really hard. And you don't care. And that's okay. Because they have their journey to deal with. And if you start playing Christ consciousness, the very goddamn thing that actually killed Jesus, enabling evil, got that beautiful witch killed, crucified. If you do that, they will not learn their lesson. They will come back and they will get what they want, which is putting you down. Don't get me wrong. If someone changes their behavior systematically and proves it, and then expresses a genuine, authentic, sincere apology, yes, then of course consider, if not, forgive. If there was no redemption, what are we here for? However, you can't just spread redemption like candy, because then it means nothing. And then evil wins. Comprende? Honestly, I feel like Christians could have chosen a better symbol to honor Jesus than the fucking cross. Oh, let's mark his sacrifice. He didn't want to be sacrificed. Bad people crucified him. He wanted to keep roaming the earth, healing people and being awesome. That would have been great. No, let's honor the thing that made us lose his wisdom. Okay. Oh, and we still have his wisdom? No, we have the wisdom of the church. His wisdom is there, but very few are actually aware of it or live by it. Mary Magdalene's wisdom is there. Fair if you live by it. People will still demonize the divine feminine. She was a witch. The church burned down witches and called her a whore. Come on. Bottom line, to make a very long story short, and sorry if I lost any of you out there, unless it is genuine and proven to come with a changed behavior, no. You've worked so damn hard for this energy. Look at this. No, look at this. You don't need to be a tarot reader. Just look. Yeah, there's peace here. Yeah, there's harmony. But not fake peace. Not the kind of so-called peace where you just pretend to be peaceful, but actually scheming and planning how you're gonna revenge and be on top. No. Actual peace in the heart. When two entities come together with genuine peace in the heart, wonderful, gorgeous, beautiful. Hey, yeah, party. But if one of them isn't, it will taint it. They will hurt the other. Where's the peace in that? I don't want you poor and hungry, Saggy. Someone tells you, in order to be the talented Renaissance woman, man that you are, you gotta be poor and hungry and sacrificial. You can respectfully kick them in the booty and tell them to get out. Get out. Bye, bye, bye. Don't wanna be a fool for you. Show us more, s'il vous plaît. Merci beaucoup. Oh là là, Champs-Élysées, la Tour Eiffel, danse. Délaissez la courson. Pousse-toi, mon ami. Voulez-vous? I'm just. Oui, maintenant. Ça va? Arrête, c'est ça. Oh, I just said like a lot of words in French that are just random. Super random words. There was no spiritual message there. Thank you for the compliment and the benefit of the doubt. But I was just being silly. King of Cups, hello. Oh, but Morgane, I should understand their pain. Look at them with the sad face. After being toxic and cruel to me for X amount of years. Now that they've lost, now they feel bad. It's because they're genuinely changed. It's not because they want to be back in the light and in the warmth. No, it's because they're genuinely feeling regret. No. They feel sorry they got caught. They feel sorry they got called out. They're not feeling sorry for the thing. Being kind to yourself and to people who have showed you nothing but respect and genuine love with actions doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you smart and actually compassionate. Because if you give so much attention to the piece of shit that treated you like shit, and then ignore the person that was there for you all along, or that was always super kind and respectful to you, that's not you being kind. That's just you wanting to gain the approval of someone you feel insecure next to. She speaks the truth even though I don't like it. Let me take a moment and think about it. The Hermit. The Hermit doesn't take his moral backbone from written scriptures that are important for some, indeed. Some people need to be told with rules and regulations how to be good. I see the value in that. However, the Hermit has goodness in his heart inherently. Thus, it makes it unnecessary. He asks the question, he closes his eyes, and his heart tells him. Is it true or is it false? Is it good or is it bad? And that's what he follows. And if he needs to take time to process, to think, he takes it. Someone is feeling very lonely and left out with you having so much success and good stuff happening. Meh. There are some cross watchers right now who are upset with me. Well, were you kind to your Saggy when you had Saggy? Or are you telling me that you would love them forever now that you don't have Saggy? And if you were to have Saggy back, would you go back to your old ways, or are you actually changed? Before you apologize to anyone, and this is a general message, guidance for everyone. Before you apologize to anyone, first change the behavior. Be sure that you're not going to repeat whatever it was. And then apologize, and then that will be real as F. Word. Judgment. At the bottom of the deck. Someone is telling someone that they love them and they want to start a path with them and leave the past behind. And they're willing to work on their tendencies. However, the tendencies are very deeply engraved within them, so consider. They will string the tune of your heart, remind you of all the good things of the past between the two of you, how there's so much still left to salvage, and joy to be had, and happily ever after to be lived. But can they take the heat of the High Priestess? Can they actually handle all of that? It's one thing to read about something in the books and be like, yes, I want that. And it's another thing to live it. It's one thing to want to be the wisest woman in the room or in the city or whatever, in the tribe. But can you take the responsibility that comes with it? This is why mastering anything takes so much time and effort. Because within this time, thus patience, and effort, thus muscle, you gain so much resilience and strength that once you reach that mastery level, the responsibility that comes with it, you can handle it. If it's given to you automatically, that crown will crush your head if your neck is not strong enough to hold it. A Jack of no trade, master of all. Be that. If you can't master a lot of things properly, don't force it. I hope that didn't confuse you. Yes, you can. The Emperor. So here we have Cronus and Zeus, god of time and the god of the Olympus. God of the Olympus overthrew Cronus. It was time, and Cronus kind of deserved it because Cronus was an asshole who ate his babies. Hey, someone had to say it. Not every overthrowing is evil and conniving. Sometimes the leader is a prick. And there's someone better for the job. Now, interesting. King of Cups, Hermit, Zeus. So, Hermit and the Emperor. So we have a king, a master in his own right, for the element of water, in this case. Then we have the Emperor, who's all the kings, all the 4 elements. And then we have a higher major arcana than the Emperor, who gave birth to him. So the generational patriarchy that is coming through is intense. Going from someone who doesn't express his heart and keeps it in, and that's his definition, that's that generation's definition of masculinity. Going to the Emperor, someone who's able to communicate, but more so to delegate responsibilities. And now the King of Cups, someone who's able to lead from the heart, with empathy, with communication. Emotional IQ on top of regular intelligence. So I don't know how it's playing out in your life, this generational passage of masculinity and patriarchy. But the divine masculine is coming up very strongly here. Oh, but Morgane, they can all be women. No! If the cards in spirit would want to express the feminine aspect of the Queen of the Olympus and of life, they would bring up the Empress. And if they had wanted to express the feminine aspect of the element of water, they would bring up the Queen of Cups. The Hermit is argumentable. Could be anything. Mutable Virgo. Could be anything. Could be anyone. However, please trust that the cards have a language for everything. There is a representation to everything and everyone in the tarot. You just got to read it. You just got to know how to read it, should I say. 2 cards can be seemingly similar, but they're never the same thing. Sometimes I hear a reader holding 2 cards and be like, oh, this is the same thing. No, it's not. If you want to learn tarot, I do have Tarot Masterclass, Bunkai, where I honor the cards and your language and intuitive development of your relationship with the cards. It's not a contradiction. However, before you are creative with the interior design of your beautiful apartment, you got to make sure that the foundations are strong and that you build the building properly and that you have the walls and the windows and all that jazz. And then you start decorating, right? Same. First, learn the cards properly. Then develop your creativity. Otherwise, stop. It's disrespectful. Especially considering that this comes with responsibility to the people that you work with and give counsel and guidance to. You're welcome. Saggy, you've come a long way. You really know your shit. You really do. You have not much of patience to BS. You have patience to life's progressions and the planetary shifts and the moods of the gods. I mean, what choice do you have, right? But other non-essentials, you don't have patience for it. Your mind is very clear. You know what you want. You know how you feel. You're willing to cooperate with it. You're willing to be alone with it. You're not afraid to work with people, and you're not afraid of being alone. And that's very powerful and worth acknowledging. So good job. This guy, who is this guy? Who are these guys? Tell us more, please. Page of Swords. I mean, so we have Cronus, Zeus, a king, and a page. And once again, so it's the fourth generation. So there's a grandfather, a father, a grandson, and a great-grandson. And it came up right under the Knight of Swords. Oh, all the things I could do if I only was free. You're free. Or maybe somewhere in your vicinity, a young individual, a child, a teenager, a student, is thinking that to themselves. Maybe they're looking up to you. Maybe they wish they could be like you. Maybe they're learning from you. So keep in mind, some of you have someone learning from you and taking example from you. So, you know, the whole don't do as I do, do as I say, it's not going to work. They're looking at what you do. They're listening to what you say, but then they see what you do. And if there's a contradiction, then they are aware of it. I don't care how young they are. They could be 3-year-olds. Kids are brilliant. They study us very well, and then they play us, and they constantly test our boundaries. It's what they're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is be aware of it. Be aware of that. But what are you trying to tell Saggy with all of this? Oh. Wow, okay. Saggy, this is for some of you. It's a channel. There's an aspect of something to do with your power, with your energy level, with your sorcery, right? Something that you were very skilled with throughout your reincarnations or throughout your ancestral tree, like your generations. Maybe your great-grandparents had a very specific talent and they were considered very powerful with it, whatever it may be, right? And you have it in your DNA, but it got watered down. It got watered down either by time or by negligence or by just giving your energy to people who didn't deserve it. Bottom line, it got watered down. Now, it's coming up here because it's meant to have, this energy is meant to be resurrected within you and regrow. So do some work on retrieving, soul retrieval, and retrieving lost energy, either from traumatic events or for whatever reason. Sometimes people take our energy, and sometimes it's intentional and sometimes it's not intentional. And sometimes we just give it away. So work on being very, very clear with source and with the universe, and like, I reclaim my mastery, I reclaim my energy, I reclaim my power, whatever it is. And then do the actions that lead to it. Okay, so for example, if you know what I'm talking about, and for you it's like, oh, your great-grandparent was a great healer. Just an example. Could have been anything, okay? And it's something that you have in you, but you feel is watered down. Then reclaim it verbally, but also start focusing on it. Study these crafts. See if your great-grandparent left any, written words or information. There's something that you are supposed to inherit that is yours by birthright and by soul journey, by your soul's blueprint, should I say. And it's yours. It's the default of it is being yours. But again, it got moved around, it got held, it got watered. You got to be active about it with your mind and with your words and with your heart, and unapologetic, and committed and consistent and very, very clear. And actively not allow anything or anyone to take it from you or make you feel bad about it. Okay, and you apply it to however it applies in your life or in your relationships and whatnot. So for example, if you live in an area where you just can't practice healing because there's so much noise around you and you can't focus and you can't read and you can't meditate and you can't practice your craft, you just can't for whatever reason, move. Okay, actively help it come back to you. Great. I'm going to pull an animal spirit. I'm going to continue this reading. It will give us more detail as for your month and other stuff as an extended. It's available below, both on Patreon and on Vimeo. Be sure to check out Patreon, please. Or not, do whatever you want. Sorry. Yeah, all the good stuff are below. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, join the Existential Shift. My name is Morgane, by the way. Animal spirit for Saggy. Oh, at the end of the extended, I will also do a rune reading, which on Patreon, I do daily messages from the runes. And given that you have some generational aspects coming up, check out Karmic Shift and Liberation. I could not stress it enough to all my seekers. It's a special project that I've created for this decade, 2010 through 2020 through 2030. I'm sorry, and it's super elevating and helpful with your karma. Okay, so check it out. It's for unlimited streaming on my Patreon, all the signs, or separately on Vimeo. Again, everything is below. But first, check out Patreon because over there you literally have all the content. Animal spirit for Saggy. Cosmic egg. So this is the equivalent for the world card in the tarot, right? It's ether element. It's the last card in the deck of the animal spirit. It's representative of very high completion and achievement, and kind of connecting the different pieces of the puzzle and gaining your own bigger image. It's just owning your colors. It's in a way that you can't deny it, your environment can't deny it. There is something that you worked on that is going to receive accolades and reward of some sort. So congratulations. You got this. Proud of you. I'll see you in a second in the extended.